Alright, before all this starts, I would just like to say that this video is not intended to be viewed by younger audiences. The reasons being, there will be violence, there will be more major themes, such as death, well, and violence, as I said it, and I'm also going to be swearing. So, this video is not intended to be viewed by younger audiences. Now, with that out of the... I forgot what I was about to say. Now, with that out of the way, let's begin this new series called the Sloots, which you might understand even from the name that is not exactly meant to be for younger audiences. Anyways, let's go. New colony, and I believe, there we go, we have a scenario here. I should probably read it, shouldn't I? Right, so not crash landed, Sloot then. Group awakens on this planet after a wild party on board the SDS Sloot, which is abruptly ended by an explosion within engineering. Your faction will be new arrivals. You start with 10 people chosen from 10, of course, arrive in drop thoughts, and the player starting characters have a 65% chance to start with a hangover. Alright, click next. We're going to be playing with Cassandra Classic on the Builder difficulty, and we're going to be playing on a reload anytime mode. Right, so go. Next, globe coverage 50%, simply because I want to have more freedom in choosing where I want to land. Normal rainfall, normal temperature. So proceed. Let's randomize it a couple times. Traders, no. Entrails. That sounds nice. That sounds very beautiful. But I'm actually going to make it Sloot. So if you want to play the game with me as I play, there you go, as the seed. Now let's click on generate, and we're going to be waiting a few seconds while the world generates. So in that time, I'm going to explain to you what exactly Rimworld is about. Essentially, you have a group of people on a planet in the outer rim of the galaxy, right? And you're either crash landed or you're trying to live in there. And your objective is to lead these people into surviving and eventually leaving the planet, or any other goal you set for yourself. Our ultimate goal is going to make a big colony and maybe escape. Maybe. But I don't know how well I'll be doing that. Anyways, here we go. This is the globe. It's only halfway generated because 100% generation is... it takes a lot out of the PC. We can choose landing site here. You see there's a lot of different biomes. Like, these are shrublands. This is deserts, like extreme deserts. The tundra. Ocean, which we cannot be on, but temperate forests, tropical rainforests, mountains, blah blah blah. Right, and there's a lot of factions here, as you can see. So we're gonna choose a spot. I'm gonna click on terrain, and what I'm looking for is the average temperature and a growing period. So what I'm looking for is a growing period where year-round. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for year-round. A marble and slate. This is actually a really good one because I got both a road and a river. So let's click next. And I have this mode called Prepare Carefully, which lets me prepare my people. And I even have a preset. So I'm going to load the preset, and I'm going to introduce you to all of our characters. So, first off, here we have Aki. Aki is sort of the leader of the entire group. Right? I think that's pretty obvious based on the thing that she's... you know, she doesn't have the same kind of clothes and style everyone has, but she's like unique in the color scheme and everything. But that's Aki, and she's the most social one of us, right? She's really good at that social shit, and pretty good at medical as well. So that's gonna be good. Now, she starts with a hangover, a strong one, not good, but she's a night owl, meaning she can work at night, and she actually gets a bonus to her mood if working at night, but she gets a debuff to mood if working at day, and we don't want that. Now she's kind, which means people will like her more. and then jogger, which means she moves faster, right? So that's Aki, she's 28. Now we have Patrick, who's a counselor, and he has a very, very nice cowboy hat. Now, he is the best with animals, as you can see. He even has a passion for working with animals. That includes, well, it includes hunting them, shaming them, working with them. Now, chemical interest. He has an interest in drugs, which is not exactly good, right? Now he has depressive, so he has a permanent mood effect -12. And it's also very neurotic. That means that he works faster, like 40% faster, but it's also easier for him to have a mental break, which occurs when the needs of a colonist go so low that they have a break, right? So that's Patrick, the counselor. Atkins was a guardian, this is a counselor. Then we go Bluckio, our sergeant. Again with a hangover, you see that Patrick didn't have one. Now he's 24. He's a careful shooter, which means he will take plus 25% time to actually aim, but he will have a much higher shooting accuracy. If we have Sanguine, he's always happy. And Steadfast, it's harder for him to have a mental break. Now he's our best shooter, right? 12. That's like an expert level. And he's got a passion, so he learns faster. So he's a really good shooter, right? He also has some intellectual capabilities, but he's mostly a shooter. Then we have Jane here, who's 20, has a nice cat beanie, and she is a chef, right? So as you can see, stats, she's a fast learner. She really learns very fast. She's gay, and she's also super immune, so she gains immunity faster. And it's in this game, it's kind of special. It doesn't mean that it's harder for her to take an illness. No, no, no. But it means that if she gets an illness, she gains immunity faster. And the way this game works is that the severeness of the illness and the immunity are two factors that are sort of battling each other. And if the if this illness's severeness reaches 100%, the person dies, most likely. If immunity first gets to 100% before the severity, the illness slowly dies off, and she has a higher chance of defeating illnesses. Now, I said that she's a chef. She has 12 cooking, which means she will make really good, she will make really good foods. Now, she's also an intellectual, relatively intellectual, and she has some sort of a passion for it. Not a burning passion, but she's interested in it. It means that she will be good at researching and, as you can see, drug synthesis. That doesn't mean just bad drugs. That means medicine and good drugs. Now we have Will, our scientist, at 31. He has a great memory, so he learns relatively fast. Again, jogger, we saw that with Aki, he moves faster, but he has depressive, has a -12 negative mood effect at all times. However, he is very intellectual, right? So he will be leading our research, and he will be really good at it. Again, he's got a hangover. Now, we have Lariat Proletariat, who is 28, but her biological age is 116. Which is an oversight on my turn. It should be 28. Now, she's a quick sleeper, so she gains rest, which is a need, 50 times. No, not 55. 50 times. 50% faster. That's what I meant to say. She is physically hypersensitive, which means that if there is any physical events happening, she will have a higher reaction to it. And she's also a careful shooter, which we saw with Bluckio before. And she has really good crafting, right? So she will be the one who will be crafting everything for us. Again, hangover, but she's got earmuffs, so that counts. Then we have Kimmy, who's 18. She's an undergrounder, which means that she doesn't need to be outdoors or in the light. She could be in a mountain in the darkness, and she wouldn't really mind it, which could be a useful thing. but it's sort of situational. It really depends on what's happening. Could be useful. She's gay, and she's also a brawler, which means she won't be very happy if you ask her to have a ranged weapon. But she gets a buff to melee, and she's really good with melee weapons. So Kimmy will be your melee person. And she's also got really good construction, albeit the rest of her stats are not so good, but her construction is good. Really good. Can I? Okay, I can. Her construction is really good. So that's Kimmy with the nice top hat. And then we have more people. So, here we go with the Inventor, who is 34. Again, undergrounder, doesn't mind being in the darkness. Careful shooter, we saw that before, and a fast walker. So, it's a little smaller boost to speed than jogger, but it's still a boost. And Inventor is our best medical person. Also gets pretty good plans in intellectual, but mostly a medical. Right? So the Inventor will be your doctor with a hangover, because you want a doctor with a hangover to take care of you. Next, we have Remy, who's 20 and is sickly, which means she knows more about medical stuff, and a masochist, which means she wouldn't really get a mood debuff for getting hit, for getting wounded. And she's the most artistic person, and also gets pretty good crafting. So she'll probably be mostly used for those two functions. Maybe medical, because she doesn't have really bad medical. Next, we have Sarah, last name Sawa, who looks like a woman in black. She's 24. Now she's nimble. That means she has a plus 15% chance to dodge a melee attack, which is very powerful. Just want to say that. She's a fast learner, we saw that before, and she's gay. Now, her abilities, she's an intellectual. Not the best one we had, but she's pretty high up there. And she has plans. She's really good with plans. She will be the one sowing and harvesting, because she's the best at it. And then, right, we have Mocha, who's 17, and it's a little cat. It's a cat person, woman. I said that weird, but shh. And she's gay. Depressive, so that's a permanent mood effect, but beautiful, so people will be more attracted to her. And she's the best at mining. That was random, by the way. It's not that I'm trying to, that was really random. She's just best at mining. So this is our people. When you look at relationship, right, you'll see that Aki and Sun are together, and then Jane and Kimi are siblings. Then we go into equipment. What do we start with? Right? If you're not really familiar with Rimworld, it may not make much sense to you. But if you are, you will probably understand the meaning of this. We start with cloth, 150 of it. Crafting material. Coffee, because we were on a party ship and crashed. Crisp, that's, I think it gives some rest, but I'm not sure. Then crisps, that's food. Components, which are needed to make machines. Cupcakes, fruit juice, ice cream, wood for construction, steel for construction, then some weapons. Right, we have an auto pistol, pump action shotguns, and 1 bolt action rifle. We have 22 packages of medicine, 9 cloth bedrolls, and 1 cloth double bedroll. They are worse than beds, but they work, right? So, this is the Sloot colony. And I think we're ready to start. So I click start. Yes, I am finished with the customization. Confirm. It's gonna load, and then you'll see that we fall onto the map from landing points once it loads, and the supplies will be scattered, mostly around the pods, but all over the map. Now on this map we have a road and a river. We also have marble and slate. Okay, let's see. So here you can see our guys landing in. There we go. This is our team right here, and this is our map. Here you can see the road. There's some chem fuel pockets. I'll explain those later. There's a road. There's a bridge over it, and then we have a river. Right, and we could use that for a power generator based on water. Right, so the first thing we have to do is this. We have to assign work priorities. So first let's assign people to the things that they are the best at. You can see by, here's like for the grow category, and if someone has this white outlined square, it means they are really good at it. As you can see, there's usually not 2 people in that category who have that. So, doctor. Inventor is our best doctor. Gonna have that at priority 1, which is the highest priority. Right, so he'll prioritize this over everything which is on priority 2, or 3, or 4, or nothing. That means they won't do it at all. Warden. That's basically managing prisoners. So Aki's gonna have that at 1, and Patrick's gonna have that at 2, because they're best at it. Patrick, however, is going to have a 1 on handling, because he's the best handler. That means animals. It doesn't mean hunt, but as you can see, it's tame, train, harvest resources from, and slaughter animals. Negotiators. Again, best, Aki and Patrick. Now cooking, we've established that will be Jane. Not cooking, hunting, which this is actually a good unit at hunting is a mix of how good the person is at shooting and how good they are with animals. So of course the 2 best people on it are going to be Blockeo and Patrick. Patrick is going to have it at number 1, Blockeo at number 2. Actually number 1, because he's not really good at much else. Now construction. Blockeo is going to have number 2. Give me number 1, because she's the best at construction. Growing. We're gonna have Sarah. And the inventor's gonna have it at number 2, because we need him to work on that. Because growing is very important, because you need that food. Then mining, of course, Mocha is the best at it, and then Aki. She's pretty good at it, so we'll give it a 2. Plant cutting, this is a little broader term. It means cutting down trees, harvesting berries, everything that has to do with plants and harvesting or cutting them. Sarah is the best on it, so we're gonna have it at 1. Inventor is good at it, so we're gonna have it at 2. Now, smithing. Yeah, that's Kimi on number 1. Well, Larry at number 1. And Remy number 2. Again here, number 2. Number 1. But art, Remy's gonna have it at number 1, because she's the best at art. And then crafting, again, Larry at 1. Remy 2. Now, holding cleaning is the last I'm gonna do, based on how many responsibilities who has. Cleaning is just cleaning all the mess that accumulates in our buildings. And it's because if you have a messy house, the colonists don't like it. They don't like it at all. And if you clean it, they like it a bit more. Of course, just like people. Now, I'm gonna make that last based on how I assign the rest of them. I almost forgot. Firefighting is going to be a number 1 for all of them. Because we don't want this to happen. And patient is going to be number 1 as well. It means that you'll go to medical bed immediately if you have a life-threatening condition. Bed rest, on the other hand, I'm going to put it 2. Because if you have something that's non-life-threatening, you go to bed rest. Basic is throwing switches and all that. I can leave that at 3. So, research. The best of it is Will. Scientist. Right? Right after Will would be... Oh. Okay, right after Will is Sarah. She's also gonna have it as a 1. Then we're gonna have Inventor, Jane, blah 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 blah, like this. Now Lariat, you see, has a passion, as you can see by these 2 flames. So we're gonna give him a 2 on it. Right? We want him to be doing that. There's no passions here. Art. Blockio has a passion for it. So, we're gonna put it as a 2 for him. Craft, Inventor. Gonna put it as 2. Tailoring, Inventor, has a passion. We're gonna be putting it as you know, we're gonna be inputting the passions. Patrick has a passion in construction. So it's gonna be a 2 for him. Right, let's see, more passions. No passions here. Lariat, right? He has a passion. She has a passion for constructing. Let's make it a 2. She has a passion for wardening. Let's make that a 2. Doctors. No passionate doctors, but Will has and Aki, they are interested in it, so we're going to be like this. And now we're going to look at who has the least amount of work. And we're going to assign based on what they're interested in. Interested in will have a number, will have a value of 4. Right? So these are the things that they are really interested in. But not necessarily good at, so we're going to leave it at 4. If they have nothing else to do, they will focus on these things, and they will eventually get better at them. Right? So we're going to do it like this. Passions are 2s, interested are 4s, so that they can do these things if they have nothing else to do. Right? So, now for cleaning. Cleaning, I'm gonna put to Mocha as a number 1 priority, because she has nothing much else to do. And then to Kimi, because they both don't really have much to do, so they're very high priority. Well, actually, no. Kimi's gonna have it at 2, because construction is they're all gonna have it at 2, because construction is very much needed. Same with Will, and same with Jane Chath. Except she's gonna have a 1 on research, because we really need people to research. All right. Then we have hauling. Again, I'm gonna put it as someone who doesn't really have a lot of work. So that's gonna be Bokyo on 1, because he has hunting. That's the other one. And Patrick as 1. And Mocha is mining as 1, so I can put this as 1 otherwise. No, I'm gonna put it as 3, because he's cleaning already. Sarah has Plantclat, Glow, and Research, so I'm not gonna be doing that. But Remy is going to have it at a 1. Now this should be it. So, these things I will drop with us. If they have this X over it, it means we won't collect them. Doesn't matter, because we don't have them. We don't have a place to collect them. So what I'll do is I'll go into orders, and here you see allow. I click on it, boom. And 46 items. It means because they're stuck, right? The 46 items are now allowed. What I'm gonna do, by the way, I need to build the main building. I didn't mean to do that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna build a building 12 by 10, right? Like that. And I'm here gonna build 5 and 5, and that doesn't work out. So I'm just going to cancel the door here. I'm gonna pick floors. Wooden floors all around. Build a door here, right? And this is the main room of our base. Now we will need rooms for everyone to live in. So I was thinking what I could do, makes room 6 by 6 like this. Right? It should work, hopefully. Hopefully it should work. I don't know if it will work, but it should work. And the only problem is that here is where the wetlands start, and wetlands are a big problem, because you cannot exactly build everything you want over them, which can be interesting to say the least. Anyways, over here is gonna be the last room. Well, not last, but you know, another room. Of course, we're all gonna have wood floors, because there's really not much else we can have at this moment in time. And this is a big structure. Divided by doors, of course. And over here, I thought I would have like the general meeting room, and over here the first construction room. Because, you know, you need spaces where you construct your stuff. And this here will be the general storage of everything. gonna have two entrances. An outside entrance and an inside entrance. I'm even gonna go ahead and make a stockpile zone here. Now, if I spring everything to life... actually, not yet. I need to order people chop down some wood for me. Chop, chop. Like this. Boom. I'm gonna need a lot of wood to finish the structure. Now, we still have guns to figure out. So I know that Blockio is my best shooter. He is gonna get the bolt action rifle. Right? Because if I go here and I go into bio, I'll see who's the best shooter. Aki's good. Patrick. So Blockio, Patrick. That was Aki. Yeah. Yeah. Patrick. So Blockio gets this rifle. Aki gets a pump action shotgun. Patrick gets a pump action shotgun as well. And I might need to figure out... Yeah, Jane gets a shotgun as well. Simply because she has a passion, not passion, she's interested in shooting. And every single other person, except for Kimi, who is a brawler, right? And everyone else will get an auto pistol. Boom. And now, if I unpause it on high speed, you'll see what starts happening. You see construction's begun, and they are all moving stuff into the stockpile zone. You can see that the construction is beginning all over the place, and stuff is being hauled to make the walls, to make the buildings, and all of that. And Kimi is just doing an amazing job of building everything. Blockio's helping. And you see botched the construction. That's because this construction level is low, and if it's low, if your level in any skill is too low, there is a chance that you will botch the construction. And that means you will lose a little bit of resources, and only a little bit of them will be refunded. And you can guess that's not really good. But it seems like our main building here is becoming built. Sort of, but we run out of wood. We have run out of wood. So I need to send someone out. And you see that they're mining mining the trees. Who has and you see that someone is stressed. Why is he stressed? He's hungry, so he's gonna eat something and he's gonna feel better. Inventor is doing something. And as you can see, boom, we have built it. There's the room. What we need to do now is we need to make beds. And those take a lot of resources. Right, so I'm gonna quickly build some stuff down here. Make some basic rooms, which won't look nice, but they will be rooms. So don't complain. Alright, that's going well. And we're still gonna need more wood. Like, considerably more wood. Just going to make a huge chunk designated just for growing one. Right, and then, as you can see, there's berry bushes. So what I'm gonna do with those... Boom! Who's starving? Why are you starving? Just eat something. Why are you all starving? Why cannot you eat the stuff we have here? Anyways, I need to make growing zones. Because these people will starve to death if I don't give them growing zones. Right, so what I'm gonna do... And now you see that Kimi has gotten food poisoning. So what I needed to do, as you can see, health. And Patrick is not really doing all well. Right, I'm just gonna make him harvest these. I'm gonna make him eat these. Because he really needs that health. He needs to eat. And we need recreation. Without recreation, these people aren't going to be very happy. Now, I'm gonna make this a medical bed. I'm gonna... Oh, she doesn't need to rest. Right. If she doesn't need to rest, then she doesn't need to rest, I guess. Right, so what does he need, right? Right, he's doing better now. These people still don't have anything to eat, which is interesting. Just eat a cupcake. Like, why would you not eat? That's my question. Just interesting that they're not eating, even though I tell them to eat. Right, anyway, this is where we'll be growing stuff. But now, I need to build some means of getting power. So first of all, we're gonna have a wood-fired generator. And this overwall cooler, like this, is going to work at keeping this place, well, how do I say this? It'll work at keeping this colony. Prioritize that, please. And right after that, prioritize that. It'll work at continuing construction. It'll help in that we can keep this place cold. Right? As you can see, it's getting cold indoors. So if nothing else, the food will be refrigerated. It might not be fully... How do I say this? Well, you'll understand what I mean. Now I need to build a kitchen. It's going to be interesting because kitchens need their own room. Right, you need a dedicated room for a kitchen. And there's a plague that Remy has caused. So what I need to do is I need to make a pet medical, and I rest until healed. And you see that Aki is tending to Remy. So Remy will now be feeling a little bit better. Alright, so that reminds me, I really need to make a stove. Without a stove, I'm gonna be fucked. Alright, like this. Production, fueled, electric stove. I almost played down the fueled one, which is, it's fueled by wood, and it's not bad. But it's not as effective. Here we go. Here we are getting the construction. And bam. That's our electric stove. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a bill, make a simple meal, until we have 20 of them. No, you know what? 30, because we have a lot of people. But we don't have the material for it. That's bad. That's really bad. I thought cupcakes were enough material. I'm dumb. Ooh, but this thing's dead. If we can build a butchering table... Again, that was a bad place to place it because it was cold and the people don't really like working in the cold. So I'm gonna place it here. It's gonna be a high priority building. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make butcher creature forever. So now somebody is going to go. We're going to take that creature. Or maybe no. And we have visitors. We're gonna refuse them until we have guest bats. No. No. Don't consume it. I want to butcher it. What's the issue here? Okay, we're gonna have to approve. We're gonna have to approve corpses in here. Animal corpses. And then who's the holder? Patrick. Patrick, you're going to hold this thing. And sorry, Will, about keeping you there. Gonna hold it. No, you're not consuming it. Jane's gonna prioritize butchering it. Which means that, guys, stop consuming the food and cook. Okay, that doesn't work. They just eat it, which is bad. We're gonna do instead, we're gonna take the gazelles. We're gonna say, hunt them all. So Blocchio is now gonna go with Sarah and Patrick and Jane. Because they have nothing else to do, and they're gonna hunt the gazelles. A lot of gunfire because it's really fast. They're gonna sleep, and I don't want them sleeping. Because they're gonna starve to death. That's good. That's really bad. I just wanna say that's really, really bad. Just gonna put down a huge harvesting order. I'm just gonna wait and hopefully nobody dies during the night. Hopefully. Who's idle? Larry, of course. So what we're gonna do, we need to have some security, which means we need sandbags. That's like the most basic. Oh! Now I can name my faction. So I'm gonna name the faction the Sloots. And the settlement is going to be called the Sloot Den. Right? And boom! Community is born. So we have sandbags, main defensive structures. And I'm gonna also place them medical emergency. I.e. that's not good. Well, it's been downed. Someone... What's up with Will? What's wrong, buddy? Extreme malnutrition. Jane, go cook. Right now. Like, run. Please run. Because if nobody rescues Will... we're gonna have a big problem. Okay. We are going to build... It's going to be a medical wing. Where's Kimmy? I need Kimmy to build this thing right now. Who needs rescue? Will, I know. Wait, where's Saki? Oh, there she is, okay. After that, you're gonna rescue... Wait, who's our main doctor? Inventor. Where's Inventor? Right after that, you're gonna rescue Will. And you're gonna feed him right now. And Mocha and Shane are now lovers. That's good, I suppose. Jane, you prioritize cooking, please. Okay, what's up with Will? Still extreme malnutrition. But now we are cooking foods. And we have a power conduit fusing. Ah, that's not good. Yeah, it sometimes happens. The power fuses, the power conduits confuse, and that's not so good. A Rasan pistol. I don't know where that came from. Well, I know you have a medical emergency. Okay. I'm gonna have Lariat work with you right away. I'm gonna have you butcher stuff, and then I'm gonna have you do the other stuff. And I'm gonna need a big table. A 3x3 over here. Hunter lacks his ranged weapon. I don't remember which weapon Will had though. Oh, I know. There you go. Green break tricks. Oh yeah, because they still don't have beds. I forgot to give them rooms. Dumb. Which shouldn't really be anything new. Right, so rooms like this. It's gonna be a hallway. And we're gonna do this. Boop, boop. And we're gonna make more rooms so that people can actually rest. Alright. I would build a big barracks. But, no. Hold on, no. It's going to be Aki and Sarah, because they are together, right? Yeah. Then I'm gonna take Patrick, who on his friends, and I'm gonna assign this to him. There's Patrick. There's Patrick. Boom. Yeah, our colony is slowly getting bigger, better, but we'll see how it goes. Who needs rescue? Remy. Why? Ah, because she has a plague. Rid of his doctor, right? Yeah. Prioritize feeding her, please. Right, she will have immunity to the plague in a little bit, so that's good. And I'm gonna have inventor or doctor Remy, you stay in bed. And I'm gonna have you tend to her. And Kimmy has... Patrick has... He can break again. He needs food, so just eat. Is that so hard? Eat. Right, there we go. Continue. Medical emergency. Remy. Still it's at extreme plague, but as you can see, her immunity is about to reach 100 now. She develops immunity, which means the plague is now going to start going down. Remy, will you stay in the bed, please? Okay, never mind, just eat. And it's... She is missing her weapon. It's over here. Equip it. Kimmy's building. Good. Always good. Like this. I'm gonna put end tables here. And we're gonna set owner's will. So we have 4 out of 4. 10? How many people do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people, and I have beds for 4. 6 in a little bit. That's not so good, is it? We need more wood. We need a lot more wood if this is going to work. Come on guys, you can do this. Also running out of medicine, but I can work around that. Right, so we have basic crafting stations here and there. You probably shouldn't sleep in the 0 degrees place, but sure. Right. What else can we do? Production. We need a research bench, but we don't have enough steel, meaning we will need to mine it somewhere. Where's steel? I get steel? Here's steel. I'm gonna do orders. Mine. Who's idle? Jane and Larry, yeah. Right, so we're gonna do wildlife. And we're gonna hunt. These rams. They only have a 2% chance to attack. Right, so here we're gonna have Mocha and Jane. Because I have a feeling that Jane and Mocha, yeah, they're lovers. Shooting going on. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh, she's getting hit really bad. Come on, Sarah, I can do this. Okay. You need to go to bed. Inventor is our best doctor, right? Rescue Jane. He isn't in an immediate danger, but I still want her to be rescued. Oh, come on, guys, you can do this. You can still butcher them. Jane just needs to be taken to a bed. And Inventor needs to take care of both. Yeah, because you see Sarah actually shot Jane. We'll be fine in the meantime. We can make food, so we're good, but... These guys. Harvest. Can I harvest this? No. Right, so here's what we're gonna have. How much power are we making? We have excess 450. We needed something. I forgot what we needed. We had a research bench. A raid. It's one guy with a knife. Okay. How about I end this episode here? I don't know how long it's been. It's probably been some time. We have done the most basic things. We have a kitchen running. We have tables, those rooms, some defenses, a farm, a wood fire generator. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this now. And I'm gonna actually record another episode soonish. Hopefully soonish. It's just the Christmas holidays. But yeah. This has been a pilot episode of the Sloots story in Rimworld. I hoped, and I still hope, that at least someone will like it. And until next time, bye bye.